Welcome to my full tutorial live stream. It's a Capcut edit full tutorial. When I say full tutorial, it means this is live. Okay, there is no cut, no edits. Okay, the tutorial is about the recent video that I made, how to pour coffee out of nowhere using only Capcut. Alright, so I'm gonna make a proper introduction now by turning off my timer and my music. Okay, welcome to my full tutorial live stream, or rather live stream recording if you're watching this later. Okay, in this full tutorial I am going to show you how I made this video. Okay, the recent video that I posted, a short video. Okay, it's a coffee magic video, how to make coffee pour out of nowhere using only Capcut. Alright, actually it didn't pour out from nowhere, it poured out from the Satchet, but magically. Alright, so in the short tutorial that I did, it was only the gist of everything. In this full tutorial I'm going to show you the full detailed steps, because there were some issues inside where the short tutorial didn't show. Okay, so if you want to download the PDF version of this, go to the description. Okay, now let me begin straight away. Let's not talk about other things. Okay, here goes. Maybe I just introduce myself. My name is Adrian Lee from Adrian Video Image, and I love everything tech, and I love editing. I was a videographer and then I turned into a vlogger and content creator. So now I like to share my videography skills with you. Okay, here goes how to make this video. All right, I'm gonna start straight away. Don't waste time now. Okay, let's stop this. Okay, you're looking at my Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra screen right now. This is my go-to device when it comes to shooting videos and editing videos. All right, I have an iPhone, but I use my iPhone for training purposes. I don't use it for my actual video. Okay, for what reasons you will find out soon. Okay, now let's go to Capcut straight away. I'm going to open Capcut. This is Capcut Mobile on the Android device, and tap on Start New Project. Okay, tap on New Project. Okay, I'm going to bring in the recording. Okay, after I bring in the recording, then I'll show you what I recorded. Okay, it's over here. This 1 minute 30 second video, 1 minute 33 second video. Tap on the circle and tap on add. Okay, and all right, let me add one more thing. This tutorial is for total beginners, so if you're a total beginner, this is for you. If you don't even know how to edit, this is for you. I'm showing you step by step every little detail. All right, halfway down the road I'm going into advanced stage. So if you're a total beginner, you can skip the advanced stage, but if you want to learn more, continue watching. All right, so I have imported my recording, my raw recording. Raw means not edited yet, for this coffee magic video. Okay, I'm gonna pinch the video so you can see how long this recording is. This recording is 1 hour 33 minutes. Can I say that again? This recording is 1 minute 33 seconds. This recording is 1 minute 33 seconds. It's not 1 hour. So in this 1 minute 33 seconds, what did I do? It's a continuous recording, right? Continuous recording. So let's watch. I'm going to describe. I'm going to play the recording for you to watch now. Okay, you see my coffee cup there. The coffee cup is on top of a tray, and now I'm holding a ready-made coffee in another cup, and I'm going to pour the cup into the funnel. Okay, let me pause for a while. I'm going to I'm gonna just reduce the lighting so you can see clearly what's going on. Yep. Okay, playback. Okay, now I'm pouring the coffee from the glass cup into the porcelain cup through a funnel. Alright, let me pause here and explain. Okay, for this magic to work, I need this portion, okay, the portion below the funnel to be free from other things. You see, I'm not standing in front here, so you don't see my body in front below that funnel. Okay, and I'm holding the cup above. Okay, I want to see the coffee flowing down into the cup. Okay, a long enough coffee, but not so long that it will splash out from the cup. Anyway, while I was doing this, coffee was splashing all over the place, right into the floor. If you watch carefully later on, you can see coffee dripping from behind. But anyway, this is for the sake of magic. Let's play. Okay, finish pouring. Alright, and I move away. Okay, what am I doing now? I'm putting down the cup. Okay, I'm still recording. I'll tell you why first. I don't stop the recording because the next recording, I'm holding the sachet. This is the actual real coffee sachet, Kino Himitsu Skinny Coffee. Okay, I'm standing by. I pretend picking up the sachet, shake the sachet to let you hear that it's a powdered coffee, and then I pretend to pour liquid coffee out. Pretend there's nothing coming out. Pretend, and then just drop the last few drops, and I pick up the cup and drink it. Alright, the cup has coffee inside. I poured real coffee in just now, and then I stop recording. So that's what goes on in the 1 minute 33 second video. Okay, and there's one more thing I need to let you know. When I recorded this, I have to fix the manual, fix focus, exposure, fix focus and exposure. How to do that? Okay, let me go to my camera. Okay, in this camera, in the Samsung camera, we have this thing called, okay, you can do this on iPhone also. Okay, if you have an object in front, okay, if you notice, when the object goes in and out, the focus changes, correct? The exposure also changes, and that's not good for doing magic video. You want to fix focus and exposure. So while recording, you press and hold until you see the lock sign. Okay, for iPhone it will be the AEAF lock. Okay, that means it's locked at this distance now. Okay, so whenever if I move closer, it will go out of focus. If I move further, it will go out of focus. But as my hand goes in and out, you see the focus and exposure doesn't change anymore, so now it remains constant. That's what we need when we do a magic video. Okay, so remember to fix focus and exposure when you do this recording. All right, so for this particular case, I press and hold on the cup to fix the focus and exposure on the porcelain coffee cup. Okay, so now this is about the recording of the video. If you have any question, feel free to drop me a question now. I'll look at your chats. Yep. Remember, if you're watching this live recording, this was recorded during live, and we have people coming in. Okay, John says, I can't comment on your live through Facebook. Oh, you can't? Okay, John is commenting from YouTube. And John and Con says, many things I've learned with you, sir. Thanks. You're welcome, John. Okay, keep watching. I will check your comments once in a while. And on Twitch, there is a Coop Chan. Coop Chan says, hi there, Coop Chan. Hi there. All right, welcome to my little full tutorial. Yeah, I can't see all your comments as well. Okay, I will feedback this one too. Okay, don't worry, I'll feedback here. And How about on TikTok? On TikTok there is no comments. TikTok, if I missed your comments, just comment again. All right. Actually, I should go to the full screen to continue talking. Okay, full screen. Okay, now let's go to the next step. So I have already brought in my recording, my raw recording. The next step is to split the clip between the real pouring coffee and the pretend pouring coffee. Okay, I have to go somewhere in between where I finish pouring the real coffee, and then I drop it here. Okay, so over here on the split, so select the clip, and then tap on split at the bottom in the toolbar below, the first command, split. Okay, select split, and you can see the clip is split into two. Okay, now I want the real coffee pouring to be on the overlay layer. Okay, I'll explain why it's overlay layer later on. Okay, but now I'm going to bring it down to the next step is I'm going to bring it down to the overlay layer, the next layer. Okay, so that's the next step. So between every step, I'll answer some chats. Coop Chen says, what is your advice for building a community like yours? Actually, I have no advice. My community is pretty small, so very small, too small to give advice. Okay, until I have a bigger community, I'm still figuring out how to build a community, so I can't answer that question. I don't have a community. Okay, I don't have a community. Okay, it's too small to justify. I'm still experimenting. The number you see there now, they are not really active people. They don't come to my oh, I say the small number of people that is in my Twitch right now, they don't come and see my live stream, so I don't consider them community. They just follow and then they never watch my videos again, so they are not a community. So until I build an active community, which happens on TikTok, but not on Twitch. Twitch is a dead community. Until I know how to build a active community, then I can give advice. But for now, I won't give advice. You should be interested in active community, somewhat a community like you giving comments. All right, giving comments. So it's not big enough yet. All right, it's not big enough yet. All right, so okay, I'll be chatting after the next chapter. So let's move on. So you can leave your chat there, but I will reply later on. I hope you understand. Okay, any chat from YouTube? No chat. Facebook, no chat. And TikTok, no chat. Okay, TikTok, thanks Konich for liking the video, liking the stream. Thank you for tapping the likes. Let's move on to the next step. Next step is, all right, so I have split the raw recording into two pieces. The first one is the real pouring of coffee. The second piece is the pretend to pour out from the sachet. Okay, there's no coffee coming out, but I'm pretending. So now I'm going to bring the first clip down to the next layer. Okay, all I have to do is to tap on the clip in the timeline, and in the toolbar look for this command called overlay. Okay, there you go, overlay. Okay, here I'm gonna tap on overlay. Can you see it? It happened instantaneously. Now if you look carefully, the bottom clip is the real pouring coffee, and the top clip is the pretend clip. So why do we need this? This is called overlay. Okay, overlay is a slightly more advanced technique, but as a beginner, uh, in, in fact, I should say it's an advanced technique of beginner. Okay, as a beginner, you should know how to do overlay, because knowing how to do overlay, you can do a lot of things. Okay, I'm in my next few full tutorials, I'm going to show you what else you can do with overlay. Today, we're going to use overlay to create coffee magic. Okay, particularly we're going to use mask. All right. So before we go to the next step, let me just do a few things here first. I am going to. Oh, actually, I'm going to go to the next step now. Okay, I'm going to the next step now. Okay, the next step is to create a mask. Okay, before next step, let's take a look at some chats. Okay, I break this down into small little chapters so it's easy to follow. All right, Co-op Chen says small is good. Yes, small is good. All right. Co-op Chen says overlay confuses me. What does the button do? Okay, I just demonstrated to you, and in fact I'm going to continue demonstrating later on. What does the button do? All right, it brings the clip to a new layer, and with that you can do a lot of magic. Okay, on a TikTok, Konichi says, good day. It's hard to use phone to edit as touchscreen, not as accurate. I like PC and mouse. Yep, it's a personal choice. Some people like PC, some people like mobile. Well, I have skinny fingers, so it's easy to use. I know some of us have are bigger in size, bigger than me. I'm a skinny person, and the phone is just not practical. For that, I will recommend use a tablet. Use a tablet, right? Use a tablet if you have big fingers. Okay, no more chat. Let's go to the next step. Okay, the next step is to create a mask. But because there's a question about what is the overlay for, okay, just now I tapped on overlay and then it brought down this clip, and then you see the other clip just goes above it. So there's two layers now. It's all about layering. If you have done PowerPoint before, you know that when you insert a new image, it will cover the previous image. Let me explain this. Okay, I'm going to explain what is overlay now. If you have done PowerPoint before, you put an image onto PowerPoint, and then later on you put another image over that image. What happens? The latest image will cover the previous image, correct? And you have to move the image a little bit to reveal the previous image, but it's still covering. Okay, and there's a command, or rather I would say this concept is the same as overlay concept. In the video, whatever comes later is an overlay, and it will cover the previous layer. And if you want to see that previous layer, you have to move it aside, or you have to bring it back. Okay, bring to back. Okay, now we're not going to bring them back. We're going to move it one side. Then you can see the previous layer. Or we're going to cut a hole inside, so you can see the layer behind. Okay, so cutting the hole is what we're going to do next. We're going to cut a hole, and cutting a hole in video is called masking. We're going to cut a hole in this overlay layer. Cut a hole. Okay, you can see a hole, can see through my fingers now, and this is called masking, to reveal the layer behind. Okay, so that brings us to the next step. All right, Kup Chen says, Kup Chi pray. Oh, well done. And no more chat. Let's move on. Okay, I'm going to cut a hole in the bottom layer. Of course, bottom layer covers the top layer. Okay, select the bottom layer. bottom layer. You notice when I play back, I can only see the real coffee pouring. Okay, as I mentioned just now, whatever is in the bottom layer will cover the top layer. You cannot see my pretend clip now. Okay, so I'm going to cut a hole, and to cut a hole is called, it's called masking. Okay, I'm going to do masking now. Okay, select the bottom clip. When you select, you'll see a white border around the clip. That means it's being selected. When you select it, the bottom toolbar changes. Okay, changes to a new set of tools. I'm going to scroll the toolbar to look for the command called mask. There you go, mask. Okay, I'm going to select mask. Now you can see different type of mask. These are the shapes that I can cut out. Okay, for now, for this tutorial, I'm going to choose a rectangle mask. I'm going to choose a rectangle shape. Okay, I'm going to select rectangle mask. Boop. Okay, look at the preview panel. Do you see the mask? I'm going to move the mask around. Now I cut a hole through the mask, so I can see through to the other side. Can you see? I can see through to the real coffee pouring, and below is a fake coffee pouring. Let me move the timeline forward to the part where I pour the coffee. Okay, somewhere here. So I can move the mask. Now you can see the other side. That's the meaning of mask. That's the meaning of overlay. One video over another video, and the mask represents a hole being cut into the timeline. Alright, cut on the image so you can see through to the other side. Alright, that brings us to the next step. Okay, before the next step, let's answer a few questions. Okay, on the Twitch, we have Capcut saying, is the top row on the timeline on top of the bottom video? Yeah, on Capcut, it's rather confusing. The bottom, okay, on Capcut, is a bit opposite, okay? In Capcut Mobile, the bottom, okay, let me show you. In Capcut Mobile, the bottom is the top. The bottom is on top. Okay, I hope you get it. The bottom covers the top video. All right, if that's what you're asking, clarify. Okay, whereas in most other software you use it, the top layer covers the top, which is very logical. But in CapCut, the bottom covers the top. Okay, hope you get it. Okay, so yeah. All right, enough about the FAQ. Yes, Konichi, bottom is on top. Haha. Okay, that's Konichi is replying on TikTok. There's another comment which I missed, I think. Who is that? LG Wingman dropping by to say hello. Hey, LG Wingman, hello there. Which other comments have I missed? Have missed Konichi. Okay, that one is previous comment, right? I've caught up with all the comments. There isn't much comment today. Oh, thank you for the gift. Number one gifter, small burger Black Panther. Thank you for the gift. Bondwise on TikTok ask, what is masking, the top layer or the bottom? On CapCut, masking is done on the bottom layer, usually the bottom layer, right? Bondwise, on CapCut, the masking is done on the bottom layer. So if you're a beginner, just keep asking. I try to explain as much as possible. Konichi says, it's like layers on Photoshop. Yes, it's like layers in PowerPoint also. PowerPoint. All right, Photoshop or PowerPoint. For beginners, I always use the word PowerPoint. Okay, because not everybody knows how to use Photoshop. Coop Chen says bottom covers the top. Ha, yes. Okay, don't get confused. Just understand the concept. Just understand. Bottom will cover the top. Okay, bottom will cover the top. Once you understand that, everything is so easy. Okay, shall we move on to the next step? Okay, I will chat with you after the next step. Okay, stand by. Let's go. Okay, here. the next step will be moving the mask. Okay, you can see the hole is being cut so that we can see through the mask. I'm moving the mask right now with my finger in the preview panel. And where do I want to move it to? Of course, here, where the pouring is. Because in the actual video, I pretend to pour, there's no coffee coming out. Okay, here. Okay, let me move it to the part where I raise the highest. Okay, here. Okay, there's supposed to be coffee pouring out. So, there you go, that's my coffee. When I move the mask over, aha, that's the coffee. Okay, don't move too high because I can see the funnel. Move too low, there'll be a gap in between here. And I'll move just nice. Just nice, just touching it. But I notice my funnel is there. Okay, just nice. And okay, around here. Now I'm gonna resize. Make this taller. Okay, I'm gonna resize a bit. Move down again. Just nice. Touching the sachet. But you know, it's covering my hand. Can you see it cut off my hand here? Because you see, if I cut, because the rectangle is too large. So now I'm gonna resize the rectangle. And there. Okay, it's just nice. Okay, if I go back into here and see how it looks like. Okay, I'm going to switch off the selection so now you don't see the mask. Okay, so you see it's not perfect, but when I come to this point, it's perfect. All right, at the last point, it's almost perfect. Do you see any defect? It's almost there. Okay, when I play back and forth, but you notice my coffee sachet goes down, but it's being blocked. This is not what we want. And then at the end, I lifted it up, and then there's a gap there. There's a gap. The mask cannot go up further because there's a filter there. I put a filter. Okay, a funnel. So here's a word of advice if you want to do this magic. Okay, here's a tip. Here's a strong tip. Actually, by right, the video is done complete here, but because I move the sachet down and up too high, it creates a problem. Okay, if you want to make life simple for yourself, do not move the sachet up and down. Do not move the sachet up and down. Leave it at the same height. Okay, and it's done. The magic is done, complete. But because I made a mistake, in the next step forwards, I'm going to show you how I correct the mistake, and that's called advanced. Okay, for those basic one, if you want to do this magic, do not move your sachet up and down. Stay in this spot and it will be perfect. Okay, stay in this spot and it will be perfect. All right, and it will keep things simple. Oh, before that, I would like to give you another tip. How do I align these two? How do I know where to pour? Okay, I'm going back to the camera. If you notice our camera, we can turn on the grid lines. When I'm shooting, I'm looking at the grid line. So when I hold the coffee, I want the coffee to pour out from this point. I purposely put the sachet on the grid line. Okay, and when I was pouring the coffee, I was intentionally pouring it along the grid line. So turn on the grid line as your marker to get things correct. I hope that tips work for you. That strong tip. This is the shooting tip. Okay, so now we're gonna on to the next step now. The next step is how to correct all the mistakes that I make. Okay, from here on, it's advanced stage. Okay, the steps that I'm going to correct is advanced. If you are a beginner, you can continue watching and learn some tips. All right. Otherwise, make your sachet. When you do this magic, make a sachet same height. Do not go down. Do not go up. Okay, do not go down. Do not go up. okay, to make editing simple for you. Okay, before I go on to the advanced stage, let's take a look at some questions. Co-op Chen says, shouldn't Capcut make the top row cover the bottom, or is their way better? Well, actually, their way is good because well, they could put it on top also. They could put it on top to make beginners understand the concept. Yeah, they should put it on top to make it easy for us to understand. Co-op Chain says, good tip. All right, I'm going to spill some more tips later on. Anybody talking from Facebook? Nobody. YouTube? Nobody. Okay, so let's go on to TikTok. Hey TikTok, hello. Mobile game news, hello there. Thank you for liking the TikTok stream. Alright, if you are wondering where am I streaming, you can find me on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok and Twitch under the name called Adrian Video Image. Okay, Konichibai says, Konichibai says, I also enjoy the use of the keyboard shortcuts for splitting videos. Too pampered by PC and laptop. Yes, I love keyboard shortcuts on my laptop too. Yes, keyboard is interesting. So it's personal preference. Alright, I still edit on my laptop, right? Bonwise says, what is making the top layer or the bottom? Oh, sorry, you already answered that question. Sorry, what is masking? Okay, let me look at some more. But phone is always with us. Yep, that's the reason why I use phone. I can edit on the bus, I can edit while walking, I can edit in the train, I can edit while waiting for somebody who is always late. Okay, now I can edit when I'm queuing up for something. Whereas if I go to the laptop, I'm always stuck. My backside is always stuck on my seat. Alright. Hey, mobile gaming news is Co-op Chen. Woo! So you are watching on two sites now. Welcome, mobile gaming news equals to Co-op Chen. Welcome. You can edit in toilet. I tried to now, but I can't. I need to concentrate on one thing. Good suggestion. Edit in toilet. But personally, I can't. Okay, you are funny, Co-op Chen. Mobile gaming. Okay. It's too disgusting to tell you why I can't. Okay, so now, shall we go on to the next step? Okay, I will chat with you after the next step. Okay, we're going on to the advanced stage now. If you get lost during this advanced stage, it's okay because this is advanced stage. Stick to the beginner first until you know what's going on, then come back here and watch what I'm doing. Okay, let's go. Okay, here. As I said, I've already done the masking, and I'm very happy if I can maintain the same height there, right? It already looks convincing. So, but I make a mistake. I could always reshoot this, but I don't want. I'm very lazy to reshoot. I'm very lazy. I want to challenge Capcut. I want to find out if Capcut can solve my problem. I know my Adobe After Effects can solve this problem. I know my Adobe Premiere Pro also can solve this problem. But can Capcut solve this problem? That's why I love tech. And I found out that Capcut actually can solve a lot of video effect problem. And today I'm going to show it to you. Welcome to the advanced editing using Capcut Mobile on Android phone. It's the same on iPhone. It works on iPhone. Okay, here goes. Let's go to the beginning. The first step is this. First step is, if you look at the magic, okay, I pick up the Satchet. Okay, I'm gonna trim it. The magic starts when I pick up the Satchet. Okay, here I put it down, and then I pick up. So here goes. let me do a trim first. Okay, I'm gonna trim this away. Okay, trimming is very basic. I hold on to the edge of the clip and trim away the part where I'm going to start. Okay, even the, oh no, that's not the right one, sorry. Okay, first step is the trim. Trim first. I'm going to move one side because this layer is blocking the other layer. Let me trim the top. In fact, I should be doing this before I overlay them, but don't worry. Okay, put down, and then I'm going to pick up, okay, down here. Okay, the video will start here. Now let's select it. I'm going to split. Instead of trimming, I do a split. Select the first clip where I stand by. I'm going to delete away the first part. Okay, now let's play back. Remember, my overlay clip is on the other side now because I want to trim exactly where I want to start acting. Okay, play back. Okay, I pick up the clip, pick up the satchet, and then I shake, and then I pour, and then I raise up higher. That was the mistake. And then I drip the last few drops. I pick up the cup, I drink, and it says, ah, all right, and I put down the cup. Okay, I want to end when I say ah, don't show putting down. I end with a big smile, big smile. So the rest, where I put down and off the camera, I don't want to show. So I want to end with a big smile. Let me expand it bigger so I can cut accurately. I end with a big smile. So that's the acting clip. Okay, I'm going to split and delete the last part where I put on the cup and turn off the camera. Okay, delete. Okay, let's quickly watch through. Pick up, pour, pick up the cup and drink, and okay. So now let's trim my. You know, I notice I use 2 fingers and trim. Okay, I'm not going to overlay because I don't confuse myself. Okay, you see, it's being cut already, the mask. So I'm going to go to the part where the coffee comes out. Well, not yet. Coffee comes out. Okay, here. Let me expand my timeline using 2 fingers because I want to zoom in the exact point where coffee first come out. Okay, here. All right. Now I'm going to split and delete the first part where I'm waiting for the coffee to come out. Okay, let's play on. Okay, but coffee is still pouring, and still pouring. Okay, that's the last part of the coffee. Boop, boop, boop. All right, and now the rest, I'm moving the coffee cup away. So let's split. Okay, the rest is nothing else happening, so I'm going to delete. Okay, now I've split the 2 clip to exactly where I want to act. I'm going to push this overlay clip back here. Of course, the overlay clip is shorter than this, right? Because the coffee pours for a short while. The rest is acting. Okay, now I'm going to align the coffee cup clip nicely. Okay, I pick up the sachet, shake it for you to see, to listen that it's powdered sachet, and I put it down. Okay, that's when the coffee will come out. Okay, now let's align the overlay coffee coming out here because it's going to come out from there. All right, so that's how I do the alignment. Okay, here goes. Down, down, down. Okay, put down coffee. Okay, but my mask is blocking it. My mask is blocking it. Blocking the sachet. There's something wrong with my mask. Okay, the timing is correct now. The timing is correct. But there's something wrong with the masking. Okay. Okay, and then behind also the timing. I drip, but the coffee is still pouring. Coffee is still pouring. So there's 2 issues to solve next. First is my mask is in the wrong position. It's in the right position most of the time, but the beginning is in the wrong position, the mask. So the next step is I'm going to move the mask to the right position. Okay, that means it's chat time. All right, any questions so far? Let's look at YouTube, no question. Facebook, no question. Twitch, no question. Okay, and now TikTok. If you just joined the stream, I am doing the full tutorial on how I pour coffee out of nowhere using Capcut. Konichi Bai says, need oxygen tank. Mobile Gaming News says, are you sure? What are they talking about? Are you sure? Need oxygen tank. Are you sure? Need oxygen tank. Okay, I don't know what they are saying. Alright. Did I say something about oxygen tank? No, I don't know. I don't know what they are saying. Okay. Alright. Let's quickly move on to the next. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'll be breaking this down into chapters. Okay, menu chapters. So skip ahead to whichever section you want if you're watching on YouTube. Okay, go to the menu chapters below. If you're watching on Facebook, then go to my YouTube channel, Adrian Video Image, and jump to the chapter that you want. All right. Okay, let's continue. Okay, so the timing is right. I lower my satchet down and the coffee comes up, but my mask is blocking. The mask is meant for the middle part where I hold still for a long time. Okay, but the mask didn't work for the beginning part. So here goes. How am I going to repair that? Here goes. There's one more thing I want to repair first. Okay. I'm going to select the overlay clip and go back to mask. In the toolbar, look for mask. Select mask. I'm going to give it a feather. I'm going to feather the edge a little bit because I know there's going to be, feather means on the border, it blends with the border. It brings in a little bit of the previous clip. I want to blend the lighting. Although I didn't see any problem here, but I just want to add a little bit of it. Okay, it's very subtle. It's just me. Okay, now. Or maybe I don't need it. Okay, let's try. Let's try. What we will only put in after this double arrow here is the feather. Okay, now let's not put a feather. Let's just repair this one. Here goes. Okay, I will go to the point where the coffee is where we adjust the mask properly. That's the point. And then while the overlay is being selected, I'm going to tap on this diamond shape here below the preview panel. That's the keyframe. I'm going to introduce a keyframe. You'll see a red diamond here. The keyframe is meant for animation. We're going to animate the mask. Okay. It also means that when I put a keyframe here, my mask stays in this position at this point. Okay, so let's move backward. And also I'm going to increase I'm going to zoom out my timeline so I can see in detail. Let's click on the overlay again. There goes my mask. Okay, I'm going to go backwards. Okay, I raise up. I'm going to solve that problem later on. Okay, at this point, I'm going to introduce another mask because I'm going downwards already. I'm going to introduce another mask. Tap the keyframe. So at this point, the keyframe holds there. So now let's settle the part where it goes down. Okay, now here I went down, so let's go back to mask, and move the mask down here. All right, and No, let's move it up a little bit. I'm going to solve the problem a little while. Up a little bit. Okay, let's move back. Move the timeline back. Okay, it went down a little bit further. Let's move the mask down somewhere here. Yes. Now move the go back the timeline, and it goes down again. Let's move the mask down here. As I move the mask, later on you'll see there'll be a lot of keyframes being created. Okay, go down somewhere, move the mask so I see the tip of the Satchet, and okay, somewhere here. All right, I started here. Okay, move up a bit, so go up, and I move up some more, so go up a bit. I know I'm covering the Satchet a little bit because I want it to look real, like coming up from the Satchet. Okay. All right, and all right, let's play back from here. Okay, yeah. Almost there, yes, almost there. All right. Okay, I see some lighting issues here. I am going to introduce. Okay, that'll be a next step. Okay, raise up, raise. Okay, almost there. Okay, now we have two issues. Okay, so at some point the tip of the Satchet is being cut off, but before we solve the issues, let's do the back part first. Okay, the middle part is okay. Now I want to drop here. Okay, there's no issue there. All right. You know what? You notice when I lift up here, the coffee is still pouring. Okay, that means all this what we did is wrong. So let's remove all the keyframe. Remove the keyframe, and I call this the wrong step. We should align the coffee first, the timing of the coffee. Okay, for that, I just undo a step. This is real life. Undo a step. We're going to start all over again, adjusting the timing of the coffee. So let's see if there's any questions. Any question? If you just joined the stream, I am making a full tutorial on how to make coffee pour out from nowhere, and this is the advanced step. Okay, the advanced step. Feel free to drop in questions. This is the advanced step. All right. Okay, let's continue. No chat, so continue. Okay, the previous step I did was also not so good, so I undo the previous step. I moved the mask up and down, but realized that the timing of the coffee is out. So we should be solving the timing of the coffee first. Okay, what's wrong with the timing? See, when I finish acting, the coffee is still pouring. See, the coffee is still pouring. So I should be adjusting the timing of the coffee first. Okay, shall we? So to do that, I tap on the overlay and tap on speed. Let's speed it up a little bit. Okay, tap on normal. Let's try. I've already tried it earlier. It's about 1.5. Let's see. Speed up by 1.5. Okay, so when I lift up this, yeah, somewhere here I drip. Okay, that's it. Drip, drip, drip. Gone. All right. So I sped it up by 1.5. So it starts pouring. It starts pouring and goes up. Okay, goes up. And then I drip, drip, drip. Done. Okay. All right. There's another issue I want to solve here also. You notice there's a, you can see the mask shape over here. A mask shape. That's because the shadow of the real coffee pouring and the shadow of the sachet are different, so it's affecting each other. I'm going to solve this lighting issues in the next step. Okay, while we get ready for the next step, let's see if there is any questions. Feel free to drop a question. If you just joined, I'm now in the advanced stage of making coffee pour out of nowhere using Capcut. Advanced stage. This is not beginner stage. The beginner stage ended quite some time ago. But if you're a beginner and you want to learn how to do advanced editing, just follow along. If you get confused, it's okay until you reach a certain level. Come back here again and see what the heck I'm doing. All right, so here goes. Continue. All right, in the previous step, I adjusted the timing of the coffee. I speed up the coffee overlay to match the timing of my pretend to pour out from the sachet, so that it matches the timing sachets. When I pick up the sachet, the coffee pouring ends. Okay, this step I'm going to resolve this issue. I can see a difference in lighting because of the shadow. All right, you can see a little square rectangle here. What we're going to do is blend the overlay lighting with the background lighting. So how we do that? Okay, remember to select the overlay clip again, so that the toolbar will change, and then we look for mask. Okay, go back to mask, and inside mask there's a double arrow at the bottom of the rectangle mask. Okay, this is the feather tool. What feather does is it blends the two images. Let me go to extreme and you see when I go to extreme, you see how the shadow blends. I'm moving the double arrow. When I move it back, you see the shadow is darker again, and you can see the square corners. Okay, if you move too much, you will blend all the way up. So I just want to blend a small portion, right? Small portion. So okay, this where mobile version is a bit difficult. I got to move very accurately. Small portion, so small. Yep, so small you don't see the difference. Yep, can you see? So now if I click out of the mask, you can see there is still a square, but it's a blur. There's a blur between. It's not a square shadow now. There's a blur merge between the mask and the background image, just like the real shadow. Right now it looks like a real shadow, so it blends in. That's what the double arrow does. Okay, so now it looks like a real shadow. Now you can see my shadow of my hand there as well. It looks real. So you don't see the shadow being too hard or a square shadow. All right, so that's how you blend your background lighting with the mask lighting. Okay, so what shall we do next? The timing is good, the lighting is good. Let's check out the way. Yeah, the lighting is good, and then it turns off. Right, see the shadow turns off because that's the end of the magic. Okay, we'll solve that later on. Now we will solve the gap issue, and the gap issue. Okay, let's see. I pour and it comes up. Okay, that'll be the next step. Gonna solve the overlap issue. Okay, there is two ways we can solve it. Okay, I'm gonna show you. They're both very advanced. Okay, the next step. Okay, if you just tune in at this point, I am going into advanced stage of Capcut video editing. Okay, the basic stage is halfway through this video, and now I'm at the advanced stage, okay, of how you make coffee pour out from nowhere. Okay, a little magic trick you can do on Capcut, and you can do it easily if you shot the video correctly. But in this video, I made a mistake, and I'm showing you some advanced trick you can use to solve the mistake. So if you're a beginner, you can watch and learn what else Capcut can do, and if you're an advanced user, you can also watch, right? Yeah, I'm applying this from what I know from Adobe Premiere Pro, applying it to Capcut. So you can watch this. You don't have to try it if it's still confusing for you. And feel free to leave questions along the way. Feel free to share my stream. Feel free to give me some likes. Feel free to give me some gifts as well if you want. Gives and likes, yes, right. YouTube, you can give me gifts. Facebook, you can give me some gifts if you like to learn some advanced tip from Capcut. Okay, here goes. Let's continue. Okay, now you notice that the tip of the sachet is covered by the overlay. There's two ways I can solve this issue, but I want to do the unusual way first. Unusual way. I'm going to cut out the sachet and put it there so that you don't see it. Okay, the other way is to move the mask up and down. But when I move the mask up and down, I will still cover a bit of the sachet. So this is totally advanced. I'm going to show you what Capcut can do. All right, I'm going to do the cut out method. Okay, here goes. How to do cut out method? I'm going to create another overlay, an overlay of the same video. All right, and here goes. I'm going to select the original Satchet acting video, make it small so you can see. I'm going to select, okay, it's selected, and I'm in the toolbar. I'm going to choose copy, so it made a copy of itself. I'm going to bring this copy down to another layer. Okay, I explained earlier on what is layer. Okay, by choosing overlay. Okay, overlay, so now it's brought down. Okay, this layer is already taken up by the coffee pouring video, so I'm going to bring it down to the next layer. Okay, here I'm going to align it exactly the same as the original layer. Must be exactly, the timing must be good. All right, and I'm going to trim it down. I'm going to make it, okay, I can leave it here actually. No, I want to start from here, so that I'm going to start from here. Okay, here. Okay, trim it. Now once you trim it, I cannot move this two clip anymore. It must be exact same position. I want to end here. I can leave the whole thing there, but what we are doing now requires a lot of processing. I don't want to tax my Capcut too much, otherwise it will slow down. So I'll start from here. Okay, tap on it, bring it to the first point. Okay, I'm going to go on the toolbar. I'm going to go to cutout tool, tap on cutout tool. I'm going to select customize cutout. Okay, going to learn a new trick here. This is the trick which I've been using a lot. What happened? Why hang? Okay, I'm going to reduce the brush size. I'm going to choose, there's a pro brush here. You must spend money to buy Pro brush. I'm not spending money to buy Pro brush. I'm using the free brush. Free brush. Okay, so once you select free brush, I'm going to make the brush smaller because it's quite slim, my coffee. I'm going to brush over my coffee sachet. Alright, you can see in the small window there a red paint going over the sachet. I'm going to brush it. In fact, I'm painting it. Alright, painting over the sachet because I just want to cut out that piece. Alright, let's paint along the edge as well. And one more time, paint along this edge. You overlap is okay because background will be the same. It's green. And yeah, then let go. Done. It's painted. So now it's processing. It's removing the background. So what's happening is, let me type my check mark. On this clip, it's going to cut out. It's going to cut out that piece. Okay, what I mean by that, okay, I can show you. On the top layer, I will just decrease the opacity so you can see. Okay, background is removed. Let me show you what's happening. On the top layer, I remove the opacity so you know what I mean. Okay, opacity, go down. There, see, it's being cut out. Alright, so you see the sachet moving on its own. Alright, so that's happening on the third layer here. Okay, what you see, this sachet moving on its own is happening on the third layer. Okay, so now I'm going to bring back the opacity of my first layer. Now you don't see it. Okay, what you see is this when I play back. There you go. Can you see what's happening? Yeah, boop, it pours the coffee out. And yeah. Alright. Okay. So I solved my problem now. When I lower the coffee sachet and the coffee comes out, early on the coffee sachet is being cut off. Now you see the coffee sachet covering the coffee, right? Okay, we solved the beginning part. There's a few more problems to solve. Okay, I'm going to show you what Capcut can do. You notice when I reach the masking area, boop, you can see a sudden square appearing. A lighting difference, right? And at the end also, watch carefully. The square suddenly disappear. Alright, the square suddenly disappear. And also there's one more thing. The coffee cup is already filled with coffee. So it's wrong. So what's happening? It should be empty. So I'm going to solve that problem in the next chapter. Okay, so get ready for the next chapter while I answer a few questions. On TikTok, there's Colonize. Hello, Colonize. Away a while, Adrian, for lunch. Alright, I'm going for my lunch later on. After this tutorial, I'm going to do it fast. And yep, no more messages from TikTok, no more messages from YouTube and Facebook and Twitch. Okay, I'm going to go faster now. Okay, let's carry on. So earlier we managed to do a cutout of, we managed to copy and paste the first clip into the third layer, so that I can cut out a piece from the third layer. I cut out the image of the sachet. Why? So that I can cover the mistakes that I make. I pour coffee out, so the coffee will be behind the sachet, right? That's called cutout. Now in this chapter, we're going to solve this problem, a few problems. When I pick up the coffee, when I pick up the sachet and pour, the cup should be empty, but if you look carefully, there's already coffee in the cup. There's already coffee in the cup. So what's happening? Because my overlay layer here should not be trimmed, so I'm going to untrim it all the way to the beginning. It's already masked. All right, all the way to the beginning. All right, so somehow it doesn't want to go all the way to the beginning. Let me trim it. Yes, okay, here. Oops, trim it all the way to the beginning. Yep, so it starts. Ignore the first part, that's not normal. Okay, so it starts here. Empty cup. Overlay layer is already masked. Okay, there's empty cup here. I pick up the satchet and I start pouring. Oops, but I noticed there's a funnel here. Okay, we're going to solve that problem later on. I shake the satchet and I pour out. Right. Okay, and I lift up. There's a gap here. Okay, there's two problems here. There's a gap behind, and then there's a little bit of a funnel here picking its way through. To solve that, we have to move the mask along the way. Okay, so we just solved the issue of the empty cup at the beginning and at the end. Oh wait, haven't finished. No, now this part where the overlay ends, the shadow just suddenly disappear. You look at the video, the shadow just suddenly disappear. Let's make it disappear subtly. All right, here's my trick. I extend the overlay a little bit, and I move the playhead out and then tap on this. All right, tap on the overlay, so that will bring me exactly to the end of the overlay clip. And I'm going to select the diamond shape here, which is the keyframe. Okay, and go back about 1 second. I'm looking at the time ruler, about 1 second, and I'm going to tap another keyframe. Okay, why I do that? I'm holding the opacity here on this point, and on the last point I am going to reduce the opacity of this coffee pouring layer. Okay, look for opacity at the end. Opacity is over here, and reduce down to 0. Okay, see what's happening? Oops, wait, I already touched the cup. Okay, so let's move back. You're watching me edit a video in real time, so I shouldn't touch the cup. I should start from here when I move away. Okay, move away here. All right, 1 second. Okay, maybe a little bit more. Okay, now before 1 second is here. Okay, once again, let's tap on the overlay, introduce a keyframe, and then go back about 1 second based on my ruler. Tap another keyframe to hold the transparency, make it bigger. Now let's go back to the last keyframe, and I'm going to introduce the opacity. Click on opacity, lower down to 0. Can you see the difference? Lower down to 0, the lighting changes. All right, I go. Early on, the problem is the shadow suddenly disappeared. So now you see the shadow of the overlay disappear gradually, like real life. Right, not noticeable, isn't it? Watch again, the shadow here. It gradually disappears like real. It's so nice to see. Watch. Zoom. Okay, so you don't even notice that the bubbles also disappear. Watch carefully. The bubbles in the cup disappear, and then I pick up. All right. Okay, so now the next issue to solve is my funnel picking out, and at the end, a gap. Okay, to solve that, I will need to move the mask, animate the mask. Okay, that will be the next chapter. Any questions? All right, it's 1 hour 9 minutes. Okay, it's supposed to be a 1 hour video. If you just joined the stream, this is the full tutorial in detail of how I make coffee pour out from nowhere, pour out from a sachet. Okay, and in this full tutorial, I started from basic, which is over already, and now I'm in advanced. I'm showing you what else Capcut can do. Okay, before I start, let's answer a few questions from TikTok. From TikTok, we have Disc Joker. What app are you using? I'm using Capcut. Yoga with Gary, so exciting. Thanks, Adrian. I Show Speed says watch Sinaculo. Okay, Sinaculo. Who is Sinaculo? Okay, I don't know. Never mind. So now on YouTube, no question. Facebook, no questions. Twitch, no questions. Okay, they have all gone to sleep. Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook has all gone to sleep. TikTok is waking up. All right, TikTok is waking up, and let's continue. Okay, I'm now in the advanced section. So if you're a beginner and don't understand what's happening, just enjoy the show, right? And then when you are more advanced, you can come back to this chapter. It's being recorded on YouTube. Go to YouTube and watch, or you can download the full recording later on. I Show Speed says Holy Week's here in Philippines. Hello, Philippines. Okay, let's continue to advanced editing in Capcut. We are moving on to the next step. Okay, what's happening so far? I managed to adjust the timing of my pouring from the sachet into the cup. Okay, pouring of coffee, but there's a problem here now. At the beginning stage, I can see the funnel. Okay, the real coffee has got a funnel coming through, and then at the end of the pouring, there is a gap. Okay, which means the mask is not in the right position. So let me scrub the timeline. I pour here. Okay, I notice most of the time I am stationary there. So let's see when I start being stationary up there. Okay, here, because it is here I want to move the mask first. Okay, I select the real coffee pouring layer, and then in the toolbar I go to mask. I go to mask, and I'm going to move the mask up. Yeah, that will solve my problem, my initial problem. And let's check. Okay, playback. Okay, before I go up, okay, because there was a keyframe, I want to move the mask again. Move the mask up here. All right, I must make sure that mask. Oh yeah, no, sorry. Okay, let's check again. Go up. You saw something? Okay, never mind. Okay, so the middle part is fine. The middle part is fine now. Okay, we'll solve the last part later on. Now let's solve the beginning part. Okay, let's go backward, moving the timeline backward. Okay, so far so good. So far so good. Yeah, actually there's nothing else to solve. Oh wait, over here, something is peeping out from here. Something is peeping out from here. Okay, watch carefully. There's something peeping out. So I'm going to introduce a mask just after the thing disappear. Okay, just to hold the mask at that position. And okay, I can see a funnel here. So in fact here I will lower down the mask. Okay, let's go back to mask and lower down. You see there's a hand here and a funnel. Let's lower down the mask just to the tip of the Satchet. Maybe I will make it smaller as well. Okay, here. Alright, let's see how it goes. Let's play back. Move. Play back from here. Okay, it's pouring out nicely. Okay, here maybe the mask should go higher a little bit. Or what? Okay, I can see a little bit of the funnel. Alright. Alright. But I think that's not noticeable. But let's solve that problem. I will go to mask again, and this time I'll reduce the feather just for a short while. Okay, just play back. Yep, there's a bit of funnel there. Let's go back to mask and just bring down a little bit, a wee bit. Okay, that's the problem with Capcut. It's very hard to adjust. Alright. Oh, I noticed that. Let me undo. I'll bring back the feather. Undo, move mask. Let's bring back the feather. Alright. Did I move it too much? Okay, let's go back here. I am going to go back to mask and move it a wee bit here. Alright. Pull out and whoa. Alright, almost there. Oops, my hand lifted up. Look at that. Okay, we're going to solve the issue in a short while. But let's go back to the beginning again. Okay, I bring the Satchet down and coffee starts coming out. But it come up from too low. So over here, I'm going to introduce another mask, lock it, and just at the point where it's coming down, the mask needs to be higher. Oops, let me undo that. I accidentally extracted audio. Okay, go back to mask. It should be this one, mask. Okay, over here I will lift up a little bit. Yep, there's a lot of precise work going on here. This is advanced stuff. Okay, let's check. Oh, I moved too much again. Okay, here I'll go down a little bit here. Alright, and here I'll go down a little bit more. Yep. Okay, so now I don't see the funnel. Alright, that's basically it. So now let's solve the hand problem. Okay, before I pick up my hand, I should end here. I should end here. And then the funnel. Okay, I can see the funnel. So let's solve this issue by going down a little bit more. Alright, and now I'm going to introduce the opacity. This is what we did just now, so I won't repeat opacity, I should have checked just now, right? Wait, introduce keyframe, and about 1 second before that. Okay, now go back here and do the keyframe. Boom. Whoop. Whoop. All right. Alrighty, have we done? Have we completed? So let's play back. Pick up the Satchet. Shake the Satchet. Pour. Coffee comes out. I raise up, and coffee continue to come out. All right, and and I drink it. There, it's done. It's done. Are you happy with this? We have done the full tutorial of how to make coffee pour out from nowhere, or rather the Satchet, okay, using only Capcut, no other special effects software. Okay, and if you missed this tutorial, you can watch this on YouTube Adrian Video Image or Facebook Adrian Video Image. All right, and I will end this stream by answering a few more questions. Okay, do you have any question, or would you like to chat with me for a short while? Okay, there's a disc joker there. How can I re-edit project after I export? After you export the project, if you haven't deleted the project, you can still go back into edit. Okay, for example, I'll answer this joker's question. The question is, how can I re-edit a project after I export? Okay, I'm inside a project now. Okay, if I want to do the final step, I will tap on export, right? Usually nowadays I will tap on the 1080p and export in 4K. I'll export in 4K 60 frames per second so that it will be high quality, because I record in 4K 60 frames per second also. And then I'll tap on the export button. Okay, so it goes out. All right, very quickly, this is a very short video, just a few seconds long. Okay, you export the video, and then you will go into my gallery. Okay, all right, once it's exported, you tap on done, right? Then go to gallery and search. So where's the project? The project is this one. Okay, the project is this one. But when I go to gallery, we exported this one. It's a 25-second video. This is what we just exported. It's in 4K 60 frames per second. And yep, and go back to Capcut. The project that we just did is here. We can go in again and re-edit and export another one. We can come back, close this, and come back in here and re-edit and export another one. But let's say if you don't want to destroy the first edit, you can click on the three dots beside this icon here and do a duplicate. You have a copy of it. In case you don't want to destroy your previous edit, you duplicate it, and on the copy, you re-edit and export a new one. Okay, so that's the answer to how you can re-edit a project after you export. However, you can't re-edit if you delete the original footage, or you delete this project here can be deleted, right? If you delete this one, or you delete the original footage from your gallery, you cannot re-edit again. Good question, good question. Any more question? Feel free to leave in a comment. If there's no more question, I will end the stream. Okay, you're welcome. This joker they say thanks. Okay, so we're coming to the end of the stream. Okay, I'm going to play some music. Yep, music is playing now. Yoga with Gary says export is not the same as post, correct? No, it's not the same as post. Export just goes to your gallery, and then from the gallery you post to your social media video, a social media platform. All right, so music has already come up. Thank you. You're welcome, Yoga Gary. So as usual, I'm going to introduce my 1 minute timer or 2 minute timer. In the next 2 minutes, if there's no more questions and answer or chat, or rather say Q&A, the stream will end. And if you just join the stream, this stream is about how to edit a video, how to create a special effect of pouring coffee out of thin air. All right, pouring coffee out of thin air using only Capcut. Okay, it's a video magic. Okay, and it's over. I've already shown you the full tutorial of how I made that video. Okay, using only Capcut, and I show you all the mistakes that I make, and I actually make some more mistakes here. There's actually some more to go. Okay, and if you missed this tutorial, leave me a comment in my other videos, and I'll tell you where to download this particular video. All right, so if you just joined, this is the end of the full tutorial. You just missed it. Okay, DM me if you want the full tutorial, the recording of the full tutorial. If there's no more questions in the next 38 seconds, I will end the stream. We will end the stream. Okay, stand by. 30 more seconds. 30 more seconds. DM me if you want the full tutorial, because I've already done the full tutorial in detail. Okay, DM me if you want the full tutorial. I'll bring you to the download link. There's no download link in TikTok, so just DM me. All right, it's over. No more questions. All right, this is Adrian Lee from Adrian Video Image. Thank you for watching. I'll be seeing you soon.